24 games left in the Celtics season. What kind of leader is Kyrie Irving really going to be coming down the stretch? Ooh. Guys, I don't know about you, but the last thing I think Celtics fans wanted to see from Kyrie Irving coming out of an all-star break in which he played for the first time since a knee injury.
We know how you feel about that.
Yes, we do. But the last thing Celtics fans wanted to see was Kyrie Irving making news off the court in an interview with ESPN's Rachel Nichols. I don't think Celtics fans wanted to see this kind of distraction from Kyrie talking about what leadership really should be all about.
No, and I think, if you go back like the last month or so, I think fans are slowly more and more getting more and more fed up with this guy.
No question.
And it gets to the point where it's like, no one's questioning how skillful he is. They're just questioning, is it worth it?
Sanity.
Is it worth it? Is this guy going to drive me off a wall before the Celtics ever win a championship? I don't know.
Sounds like your ex-girlfriend.
Exactly. Going back to the interview, though, it just goes back, like, why? Why did you feel the need to sit down and go on this, clearly the questions were going to be softballish type questions. We all know that. He's not going to sit down and get grilled by Rachel Nichols. That's just, why would he agree to that? So we knew that was going to happen, and it just felt like, almost like the free agency tours in February. It's not about the team. And, these guys, they go away for a week, and they're rejuvenated, they're coming back, and now it's just like, nope, back to exactly where we were when we left.
The thing that kills me, too, out of that whole 7 minutes, the media, right? He hones in on this is a media. He is creating the narrative.
Media has broken up locker rooms. Like, it's been done before. Like, where you say something and it's misinterpreted, and instead of addressing it with the person or individual, like human interaction, you read it on your phone. Like, you read it on a text. Somebody says that, hey, did you see what this person said about you and it's your teammate? And you're like, wait, I didn't hear that. And then you hold back. You don't say anything to them. And then throughout the season, it ends up coming out again.
You brought up, are Celtics fans going to grow tired of this? I don't think anybody cares whether or not the Celtics fans grow tired of it. And Celtics fans don't, have a thick skin. We all know that. It's whether or not the players that play with him in that dressing room have an issue with Kyrie.
That's
and,
already,
but for him to bring up the name Terry Rozier, dude, you got to pay your dues just like I did. I'm 2 years older than he is. I had to wait my time.
2 years older.
But those are strong words. And if he wanted a guy like Terry Rozier on board, that was not the way to go about it.
Hey, I'm 26 years old, heading into my prime. Like, why do I have to wait for anybody? Terry Rozier is he played in the playoffs. He did extremely well. Coming back, that's a natural competition that me and him have. Like, it is what it is. Like, no one wants to say it, but I will. It's part of their growth. When you have winning in mind, then, you got to understand that. You got to do what it takes, but you got to understand your teammates.
It's funny because I've heard Rozier say nothing but great things about Kyrie to the media. So for then Kyrie to sit down and just throw his name out there saying, that's just one player. They're fighting for the same minutes. They're fighting for the same position. It's like, I don't know if Kyrie realizes it, that he's becoming the same player he called up and apologized to.
Right.
He's literally making all these teammates feel the same way that he felt about LeBron. And that isn't to say that he's right. Just because he went and apologized for LeBron for what he did, that doesn't mean that LeBron was, wrong back then.
Right.
So I just think that it's such a weird situation that he's created. When you have a bunch of players who are very talented, very skilled, and they want to win. I have no reason to believe that none of these guys don't have the same ultimate goal. But it almost feels like he's turned it into, look at me, I want to be the guy, and everyone just fall into line behind me. Like Max, like Cedric Maxwell, crawl on my back, boys, and I'll carry the championship.
Right.
That's not what this is, Kyrie.
Right. And I hate to even, as far as Kyrie.
Just say it.
I don't want to say it. Dude, I don't care if he doesn't come back. I almost don't want him back.
But so
I don't want Kyrie Irving back. At this moment, I don't want him back. I'd rather lose.
Something that I get on you a lot off camera for all the time. When Kyrie first said in August that his vision was to really re-sign in Boston, I'm going to be in Boston.
Part of why I don't want him back.
And then I told you at that time, until the deal's done, it's not done.
You did. Jimmy did. A couple people did.
But the Green Teamers,
you're looking at me as I'm a Green Teamer.
Well, no, the Green Teamers. There was a lot of people.
The dude
Celtics
put himself
Twitter
on the hook.
Celtics Twitter was all about, Kyrie's back. Let's go. But until you go through that season, you go through those trying times, and you see how things shake out, you never know what's going to happen. So
it was an encouraging sign that he was taking on the leadership role. He was taking
Sure.
that role. He was putting himself out on a limb,
Right.
potentially leaving money on the table to announce not to his teammates or to the fans. It wasn't to the media.
But the cynic would say
The
that's
cynic should have said.
The cynic would say
Right.
that's classic Kyrie.
It is.
Playing to the audience, just like he
And
played to the audience in the Rachel Nichols
It is a
interview.
good point for why I don't want this guy back on the Celtics. If he's willing to do this, not just to the greatest sports city in the country, but also one of the greatest front offices in the NBA, he's never going to be trusted. It's always going to. He's going to sign. If he signs in Boston, he's going to sign a 1-and-1, and we're going to be going through this all over again next year, and he's
No.
going to love it again. And I don't want to deal with it, dude. I'd rather enjoy covering the games on a team who likes to play and has fun with each other than deal with this bullshit.
I mean, I'll just close with saying, if Kyrie shows that he does want to return to the team and he does sign that long-term deal, then I don't think we're having a lot of the same issues that we're having right now. It's just the fear of the unknown. It's like, why is he here for
he's
the long haul?
taunting. He's taunting.
Is he here for the long haul? And I think the players are wondering, the teammates are wondering the same thing. It's like, why are we going to buy into you if you won't buy into us?
This Garden Report is brought to you by betonline.ag. Use the promo code CLNS50 for 50% off your first buy-in.